Deuteronomy 32 says, God Most High gave to Yahweh as an inheritance the tribe of Jacob, who became Israel. And Yahweh was accepted by the Israelites as their national God. Moses was also given a plan from Yahweh to invade Canaan and take the land. Moses was well aware it would be by violence and the sword. And the Sashu, wandering nomads in the southern Levant, used Yahweh in the same way before the Israelites were assigned to him. Moses learned of Yahweh from the Sashu. The Sashu tribes included the Midianites. We also learn from Egyptian records that the Sashu, meaning God's dwelling place, is attributed to several sites scattered throughout the wilderness of South Canaan. Biblical evidence of this can be found in the book of Exodus, where a key role is played by Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, who lives near the mountain of God. It is Jethro who indirectly leads Moses to his first meeting with Yahweh at the burning bush. And it is he who inaugurates the tent of meetings with a sacrifice and proclaims that Yahweh is greater than all the other gods for having freed the Hebrew slaves from Egypt. Jethro expresses to his proud joy that the God he and his people already worshipped, Yahweh, has proved himself mightier than all the other gods. Thus, rather than Jethro's conversion to Yahwehism, the passage actually shows the first incorporation of the Israelite leaders into the worship of Yahweh, Jethro's God. El was the head god of the Canaanite pantheon, just like Zeus was in the ancient Greek pantheon. El was father and high god to all the national gods. There is evidence that El and Yahweh were worshipped in the Canaan at the same time, just like El and Baal. Yahweh's status increased as the Israelites became more powerful in the Levant area. Eventually, for the Israelites at least, Yahweh absorbed some of the qualities of El, and the Jews alleged their God was the only one. This process is called syncretism, and has been observed by anthropologists and historians with other religions as well. Yahweh does actually mean, I will be what I will be. When the Jews were dispersed from the Levant by the Romans, non-Jews continued to live there, just as they had before the Jews arrived. They continued to worship El, Asherah, and Baal. I believe Jesus Christ's purpose was to reform the Jewish religion and reorient it from Yahweh, the war God, to El, the God of creation, compassion, kindness, and love. And the Father Jesus spoke of was loving and benevolent, quite unlike Yahweh. Yahweh is a God of war, and that is what Jesus knew, and why his adversaries crucified him. Yeah, unfortunately.